Hello, everybody. It's the Pearl of Wisdom Show. I see Lauren in the house. How you doing there, buddy? Welcome to the live. We talked last night. Now we're talking tonight. No Peyton today, though. He's still getting ready for moving. Once Peyton's moving, then we will be doing a lot more lives together. But news is starting to get a little sparse in the NHL, although there are still some signings happening. I wanted to take a look at some of those. There's some big ones here. Tyler Benson, Neil Pionk. Neil Pionk signs. I thought it was almost exactly what I thought it was going to be. 5.6 million average. 3.5 million in 2022, this upcoming season, 6.5 in 23, 7.5 in 24, and 6 million with the 6-team no trade clause for Pionk. Sounds about right. I got nothing wrong with the deal. Anybody else have it? Do you like that deal? Yeah, I think Rasmus Dahlin, that they're not in much of a hurry there. He doesn't really have much leverage. It's funny that if he did want out, you like that deal, KJ. Hi Sam, how you doing? Sam, you like that deal? I think there's nothing wrong with that deal. The TikTok guy, everybody give a little love to my TikTok people watching right now. Sam says he likes the deal for Pionk at 5.6 million. You can also find me, Sam, at My NHL Pearls of Wisdom on YouTube. I like the deal. I got nothing wrong with it. Pionk has done everything that he could have asked in Winnipeg and more. Yeah, it's a good deal. Anybody disagree with that? Anybody think it was too high, too low? 4 years puts him to be 30 years old. He's also got a no trade clause, but I would have to think that if he didn't like it in Winnipeg, he wouldn't have really, he could have got out. But he obviously likes it there. He likes the way he was treated. And you disagree? What do you disagree with, my friend? You don't like the deal? Somebody on TikTok here disagrees. Okay, the Chili Bro. Well, in Winnipeg, it's not necessarily bad GM and all that. Not many people want to live in city. He should go to the Blues. Yeah, the Blues could really use some defense there, that's for sure. Krug and Falk are not, I don't think that's... The Hawks have added Subban, Strome to the trade block. They're apparently looking. My favorite team is it's a tie between Vegas and the Oilers right now. I think it's Vegas, and then the Philadelphia Flyers in the East. Yeah, I mean, I'd like him in the Blues compared to what they have. I honestly think he's a better player. It depends on what you're using it for. I think Krug is overused in St. Louis. Leafs fan? Okay, we did a lot of Leafs stuff. We got a Leafs fan. John Weichel here on YouTube is a big Leafs fan. He's always talking Leafs all the time. Right, John? So, good deal. I'm still not sure about their defense, though. It's okay-ish. It's better. They have a better defense than they had before. Dylan, I'm on the fence about Dylan. Sometimes he looks all right. I'm a little worried about his foot speed, but the good thing is they got Paul Maurice there to do some sick things with that defense. He does a lot with a very little, and they got Hellebuck. So it's My NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Just search Pearls of Wisdom. Perlo Wisdom, you can see my name, Perlo Wisdom, the Perlo Wisdom Show. Search it, and you'll come on here right away, guys. I did. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Carter Hart. Yeah, Philadelphia Flyers are done without Carter Hart. Done, done, done. There's no way they make... I'll put it down here. Okay, buddy, come subscribe and come join the live. The live's right now. We can talk to all these guys here too. We got somebody coming in from TikTok, guys, that we're gonna be able to talk to. So, yeah, and they are done without Carter Hart. If Carter Hart plays like last year, all the moves that they made isn't going to matter in that division. There's no way. The Islanders look like they're going to be better. The thing about the Islanders is you still got Wahlstrom and Dobson going to step up another year. I mean, plus, if they sign Palmieri, they're in. Pittsburgh, maybe not. Yeah, Kaprizov's still not signed. I just did a TikTok on that, you guys out there. He's going to sign. I think he's going to be about 5 years, $9 million for... Yay! Sam from TikTok. Everybody's doing the Perlo dance. Thank you, Sam. You're all subbed up. Hit the like button and all that. Woo! Right on, buddy. We got Sam from TikTok over here, guys. You guys can come over here as well. So, Sam, you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. You and John Weichel will be happy. John's a huge Leafs fan. He's always bringing up Leaf stuff up here. I don't think Kaprizov is... Bill's in the house. Woo! I don't think he's going to the KHL. One of the guys who come on here quite regularly pointed out accurately that KHL teams have a $13 million a year cap for a team, and so all this idea that he's going to pay, they're going to pay $10 million for one player, unless they're going to have a really bad team around them, I would imagine. I know that NHL players that usually go there, $12 million. NHL players that usually go there sign for about, anywhere from $100,000 to $250,000, and that is tax free, I believe. But signing for $10 million doesn't seem plausible with the cap like that. Yeah, a big time cap, a big time cap. Hey, how you going? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Everybody, we're doing an NHL show here. You can go over to YouTube at My NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Just search engine it. We got somebody over there from TikTok already, or you can message something on the bottom. Yeah, what's his name from Top Shelf? I can't remember. Good guy. I don't think it's gonna need to come to that, trading Kaprizov. The only way that it would come to that is if he holds out. And I just think that's not a very good move for his career, really. If he doesn't like it in Minnesota, maybe he does something like that. But I think they get a deal done, $9 million for 5 years, somewhere around there. And then at the end of that 5 years, Minnesota is out of cap heck with their buyouts, and they can start, bolstering up, give them a long-term deal. I'm pretty sure Minnesota would like to give him a long-term deal now. And I think they probably, I don't know what he would not want. Like, what if you gave him 10.5? What does he want? He says that he thinks he could be an $11 million player. It very well could be. Let's put it this way. I'd be very surprised if Kaprizov is not an $11 million player. Very surprised. Sometimes you got to take a gamble. Give them the $11 million now. I know the reason why they don't want to is because their cap room is so crazy, but you're playing for 5 years from down the road anyways. What's that $2 million going to help you all that much? How is that going to help you all that much for the next couple of years? Because it's going to be very difficult regardless for them to be a contender. in the next 4 years with the buyouts of Suter and Parise. Yeah, they may make a splash. They're saying that they're out now, but they say they're in there. Chris Drury said that they were never in. I don't know what everybody's talking about. We're not interested, all those kind of things like that. Now, he did specify that he was not interested. So that doesn't mean that the previous people, you think the Leafs are looking for a big trade. You could have asked me that on YouTube, Sam, but okay. I don't think there's a big trade there for... I don't think there's a big trade there for Toronto. Well, I mean, if they are, it's going to be like Marner and Nylander or something to make some room, but they seem like pig-headed in the idea of doing that. So the Rangers they could be just playing, like we're not interested at all. They could be playing possum, as they like to say. But the reason why I thought that deal was plausible to the Rangers is Zibanejad is probably going to be about as much money, if not more, than Eichel. And he's going to be a free agent next year. Now, okay, Weichel says that Toronto's looking for a defenseman, Sam. I'm sure they are, but I don't know how they're going to go about it. They don't have much cap room. Like, they've been just getting bargain basement players, hoping that one of them pans out so far, and they didn't even get many defensemen to do that. So I'm sure they would be, but I don't know how they're going to go about doing that. If things don't work out this year, they're going to have to break up that core, I believe. The cap's only going up $1 million. It's not going to help them out too much next year either. I think they're going to have to trade one of those core. And so, but as far as the Rangers, yeah, like Zibanejad is probably going to command somewhere in 10.5 million and want max. Now, they may have, if they want max, it depends on if he was willing to take less than max, I guess. I don't know why you would. Zibanejad's done everything that he's been asked to do as a Ranger. He had a 40-goal season in 57 games. He looks like he's about a point-a-game centerman. There's no reason why he can't be a $10.5 million player and get max, except that he is 26, I believe. So, what is he? Is he 28? No. I want to say, how old is he? Let me look it up so I'm not giving you fake news here. New York Rangers. They do have the cap space to sign either one of them for next year. They have guys coming off the books next year. A lot of guys coming off the books, but then a lot of guys that they have to sign too. Zibanejad. He's 28. Okay, sorry. He'll be 36 at the end of that contract. If he went on the open market, if he doesn't sign anything, he would definitely get 10 plus for 8 years. Those kind of centers are just too hard to find. So KK, I don't think they're going to be a big trade right away, but if things fall down here, I could see a big trade happening. And fire everybody, yeah. So anyways, let me finish my thought here. And I did this in a video that I just did not too long ago. If Eichel is healthy, that's the big thing. It's really just comes down to whether Eichel is going to be healthy or not. If Eichel is going to be healthy, then they know it. Their doctors say, yes, Eichel, Jack doctors are correct, he can come back, he's going to be full bore, ready to go, everything like that, then putting Zibanejad in a trade to Buffalo makes some sense. Now, I don't think he's also got a no-trade clause now, Zibanejad. It's very likely that he won't want to go to Buffalo. But they could do I like the idea of a three-way trade. Am I a teacher? No, I'm doing a show on YouTube, an NHL show on YouTube, Bex. I'm not a teacher. No, I'm just a guy who talks about hockey. So he could do that. Like, I think that they could do that. What do you guys think? Do you think it's possible? Like, does that make sense to you? Like, would you want a healthy Eichel for $10 million, or that has 5 years left on his contract and he's 24 years old? Or would you rather have Zibanejad, who's 28, for over 10 until he's 36? Unless you can maybe get him to take down. You could use the trade, I guess, in the negotiations. Like, if he really, 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 really wants to be a Ranger. And I'm saying that a lot because if he signs a 6-year deal, he's throwing $20 million out the window, possibly. You know, his next contract, he may get that $10 million, maybe, if he doesn't get injured. What if you get injured? You know, all that kind of stuff like that. He's throwing a lot of security out of the window to remain a Ranger if he signs for 6 years instead of 8. But you could use the trade as a possibility to say, you know, I don't know if we're too comfortable with paying a player until they're 28, 36 years old, $10 million. And, you know, we can get, at this point, we can get Jack Eichel for $10 million until he's 29. I am 47. Yeah. So that's what I think. The Rangers situation, I think Drury also is not going to be as upfront as a lot of general managers are. Like, he's not going to give himself away. So even if he was in it a little bit or something, he's not going to give that away. I'm surprised he would even say anything like that in the media at all. Like I could see a general manager saying, you know, Eichel's a good player and all of those sort of things like that, but I don't know if we're really in there right now. You know, like, not really giving away anything. To just flat out say we're not in there at all seems odd. I'm just sharing the live here as we're talking. I haven't seen Sasha for a while. All right, so other news that's going on and rumors that are going on. Actually, you know what? What we're going to do now, I already did a video on this. I don't know if you guys all watched it or not. But I'm going to do I just did a video on who's the biggest breakout player from every NHL team. So, and people in TikTok, you can put this down here too. Hey, people in TikTok, you can contribute to this too. We're going to start off. I'm going to name a team, And you tell me who the breakout player for that team is, that you think the breakout player for that team is. Maybe I'll even write this down. Well, we'll remember. Breakout player, okay? Tampa Bay Lightning. I'll tell you mine. I'll give you some time to do it. Eichel needs to prove himself. Okay, before we do that, we have somebody in here called Attila Granato. Oh, okay, Attila Granato. Okay. That says that Eichel has to prove himself. I'm sorry, but I think he's already proved himself. He is one of the best players in the world. And the fact that his numbers don't look like it because he's in Buffalo. The numbers he's put up in Buffalo are amazing considering what he has gone through in Buffalo, I believe. So, Tampa Bay Lightning, breakthrough player. Okay, let me tell you, a breakthrough player is a player that either is going to come on the scene and just crush it right away, like really crush it right away, or has been kind of stewing around for a while, and he's going to put it all together this year. Starting with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Alex Killorn, you think he's going to break out even more than ever? Isn't he like 30 years old? You think Alex Killorn is going to break out? 31? He's going to have his best season ever? You might get that opportunity. He had kind of a down year. So you think he's going to pull a big season this year, like a point a game or something like that? That's an interesting one. What about you? What do we got? Lauren, who do we got in here? What do you guys think? My pick, I think. What did I do? Who was my pick? Somebody just posted something. Matthew Joseph. Yeah, that's a good one. Matthew Joseph in Tampa Bay could have a really big year this year. He's going to get a great opportunity to jump up and play. Who did I pick? I did, like in my video. Oh, no, that's not. I did the all underrated team. We'll do the all underrated team next. I did another video for the underrated player for every, but we'll do that next after I post it. I think Cirelli is going to have the biggest year of his career this year. I think Cirelli, this is going to be his breakout year. You got a couple guys that have stepped down. They need him to step up even more than he ever has. He's right around that age, but I agree with you. Matthew Joseph, with his speed and getting this opportunity now that they've lost a couple players in Tampa, could be a huge year for him as well. No doubt about it. All right. I guess it's just the two of you right now. Okay, let's go to the next one. Dallas Stars. I'm going to change my title here. Jason Robertson. I think, okay, Dallas Stars. Who did I pick for Dallas? Jason Robertson. I almost put him there. I mean, he'll probably have a better year, but he kind of broke out like right off the scene, right on the scene. Who did I take? I said Heiskanen. I think Heiskanen's going to have a career year. It's right. He's right at that time now to break out offensively and have himself a career year this year. Montreal, the breakout player for Montreal. TikTok, they're asking for the breakout player for Montreal. We can do that. Why not? Hey, Mercer, how you doing, buddy? We're doing breakout player from every team. Mercer, we're on Montreal right now. Who could be the breakout player for Montreal? A fellow on TikTok has asked that. Breakout player for Montreal. I got my player. Mine's kind of surprising. There really isn't like for Dallas. John has Klingberg. Okay. Yeah, he could have a biggest year he's had, and he's an older player too, but he could have a huge year. You could also do Dallas too, Kyle. But we're working on Montreal breakout player for the Montreal Canadiens. Oh, really? Edmondson. See, I think Edmondson's not going to do as well this year, so that's awesome. You think Caulfield, Anderson, or Kokoniemi on TikTok? They're saying Caulfield, Anderson, or Kokoniemi. Caulfield will probably have an amazing year. I have to. Yeah, I just don't know if it's really. It's hard to call it a breakout because it's kind of expected, but you could still call it a breakout. Like, I'm pretty sure he's going to have an amazing year. That line of Tenorti, Suzuki, and Caulfield that's pretty scary looking line, man. Anderson, I think he's going to regress. I was looking on the roster, and the way they set it up now, I think it's possible that Anderson might only play fourth line minutes. Really, honestly. I'll take a look at it here while we're doing this. But what was the other one? Kokoniemi. I love Kokoniemi. Kokoniemi is probably my favorite. Is my favorite Canadian, even though I love watching Suzuki do his dangles and stuff like that. Kokoniemi's got such an amazing attitude, and I think like he's sort of the emotional or spiritual leader of that team as a young player in the future. I think he's going to be the captain of that team. He really just he seems to be your rally guy that rallies everybody together. I'm not sure if the Leafs make the playoffs. Suzuki is my guy too, Lauren. I think Suzuki's just gonna crush this year. Super crush. 90 plus points for Suzuki this year. Yeah, I think Suzuki's gonna crush hard. I think he's he's just not gonna stop going up until he's in his, later 20s. Like he's just amazing. Yeah, Suzuki is, and he's getting stronger every year, but his vision and some of the moves he makes, his hockey IQ is just, I don't know what his ceiling is. Like, he is incredible player. It's always going to kind of look bad for Vegas, that trade, I think. Anyways, we'll get back to are you going to stick around and pick another team on TikTok. We'll do it for you. Pick another team. Do I think Weber will play again? That's another one. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor, but it doesn't look good. Bill T says he can see Vegas versus Bruins in the Cup final. Really? Wow. I think Vegas has got to do something about their center position before I can say that. I had concerns about that last year, and then I burnt myself when I took them anyways. But it's that center position. Nolan Patrick is the answer. Pretty questionable. I'm not sure if Weber will play again. I don't know how bad the nature of that injury. Okay, Washington Capitals, while we're talking about everything, I'm letting the TikTok guy, you come over here we'll do everything you want to do, Mango Man, but somewhere along the line here, you got to follow my NHL Pearls of Wisdom on YouTube and come join us on the YouTube too. Although this being on TikTok is awesome. Thanks for coming on. He picked the Washington Capitals. While we're talking about everything else, think about who the breakthrough player for the Washington Capitals. That's a tough one, I would say. Pretty tough. We'll do the Detroit Red Wings after that, John. Vegas's backup is like, who was it again? They signed somebody. Do you think Oshie's going to have an awesome season next year? My NHL Perlo Wisdom, my title that I have on my TikTok, and just search it and it'll come up. Like there's no other guys like that. And come on and join us and sub yourself up. Backup for the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, yes, I know that. So Winnipeg Jets backup last year. He's really good, actually. It was a nice signing. It was probably their best signing of the year. Why is his name leaving my head? Why is his name not coming to me? It's French. Come on. Brossoit. Laurent Brossoit. Good pickup. There you go. Lauren, okay, I'll let everybody else continue going. Do you think Oshie's going to have an awesome year? Really? A career year at 35 years old for Osh? That would be freaking awesome, man. Nice. Thank you, Mango. Mango's coming on YouTube. Woo! Right on, buddy. I'm going to give you a little Pearl of Wisdom dance for you. Come on in the live. Right on. Daniel Sprong is my pick as well, Lauren. I think Daniel Sprong is going to continue to get better. He's been a long time coming as a prospect, gone through the Pittsburgh organization, went to Anaheim, had some conditioning issues apparently. And, oh yeah, here we go. Thank you for coming over, buddy. Nice. That's from TikTok. Everybody give him some hype in the chat for our TikTok friend that just came over and subbed up. Sweet. Yeah, Sprong. He had some conditioning issues, apparently. But he looks like he's turned that all around. And he has been really good in Washington. So we don't have anybody else on TikTok right now, so we'll just continue rolling here. Jonathan Bergeron? He could. They got some second rounders that are ready to go there in Detroit. If those players turn out to be, as good as quite often Detroit's prospects turn out to be right away, they could surprise for sure. No doubt about it. So next, since you're the new guy, you can pick another team. What was your name? Their name was Mango Man on TikTok, but you're Turkey. So Turkey, you go ahead. Give us another team. You're the new guy. Well, first we're going to do Detroit because John brought up Detroit. So The breakout player for Detroit. After this, I'll give you time to think about it, Turkey. We're doing the Detroit Red Wings. Breakout player for the Detroit Red Wings. A little bit difficult to pick a breakout. Well, not really. I got a guy. The one stood out for me right away for the Detroit Red Wings. You could almost say that he already broke out, but just people don't know who he is. The guy that I'm thinking. Welcome all the people at TikTok. We're doing a show here. That's a good one, John Weichel. Tyler Bertuzzi, after an injury-plagued year last year, Tyler Bertuzzi comes out and crushes it in Detroit. That's a good one. I like that, buddy. I definitely like that. Zadina was on my list. He was second on my list. He could be ready to blow out too. They've been very patient with Zadina. Okay, we'll do Winnipeg after this. We can do Winnipeg after this. No problems. Especially after that big signing. So I think that's everybody. If you want to put one in for Detroit, Turkey, go ahead. If not, just don't worry about it. Just listen in and we'll all have fun and chat together. I'm going to say Hrolik. I think Hrolik's going to have a huge year this year. He's been getting better every single year. He's been like an island all by himself there in Detroit with that defense too. Maybe Leddy will help him with his offense. I think that's why they brought Leddy in, is to kind of help him in an offensive capacity. The hockey guy says a Detroit Red. Wow. Shannon thinks Detroit's going to make the playoffs next year. I don't. I'm not so sure about that. Oh, you can look up cap friendly, Turkey. Cap friendly. But it's okay. You don't need to do it. We'll do the Winnipeg Jets next. These guys are very knowledgeable people here. So, yeah, it's opinions. That's right. Hockey's all about opinions. That's right. Yeah, hit that like button and subs for sure. Thank you, Bill. So Winnipeg Jets then. Our new follower says the Winnipeg Jets. Who is the breakthrough player for the Winnipeg Jets? I got one the one I have, you could kind of say already broke through, but I just think he's just going to get so much better that breakthrough, like Hellebuck's going to have the biggest year ever, even though he won a Vezina. Woo, that would be amazing. So another Vezina for Hellebuck. Hey, how you doing there, sir? The real Afnik. We are doing, pick a team that you would like us to do, an NHL team on TikTok. We have another one here that we're looking at the breakout player for that team this year. Eric Comrie. Wow. That would be a breakout. Man, he's been scraping and trying to get on a team, Eric Comrie. I think he moved like 5 teams last year. Kyle Connor breaks out even more. I could see that, Turkey. I could certainly see that. I could see him getting a 50-goal year next year. Blake Wheeler has his best season ever as a 35-year-old. That would be unbelievable. That would be crazy cool. I have Ehlers. I think Ehlers is just going to go off next year, crazy style. I think he's going to go off crazy style next year. So nobody on TikTok has picked a team yet. So it's still with Turkey. Turkey, you can pick another team. And we'll continue doing this. Who's going to... I should tell you, Well, if you pick one we've already done, I'll just tell you. I should do these off. We already did Tampa. We did the Stars. Or you can tell us to pick a team too, Turkey, if we're putting too much pressure on you right away. Don't want you to be having anxiety or something. But yeah, you can pick another team. We did the Capitals. Vancouver. Okay, well, we got to give Turkey a little time there, buddy. Turkey's our new guy. We got to take care of our new people, you know. We need them to come back so we can become the largest in the land. And we are going to be. Besides the GOAT, of course. We'll never get that big. But we can do Vancouver. Okay, the Vancouver Canucks. Who did I pick for Vancouver? Who the heck did I pick? Oh, yes, that's who I picked. Lauren, you're on the same wavelength. Or no, I didn't. I thought about Hoglander. I didn't pick. That's right. Or did I? Maybe I did. I'm getting my two videos mixed up right now. Blues, Avalanche, Kings, Flyers, Jets, Coyotes. Where the heck is Vancouver? Yeah, okay, that was Brock. Brock's going to go off. Yeah. I would not doubt if Brock's going to go off. And they got to pay him soon. If Brock goes off this time, if Brock goes off, I don't know if they're going to be able to afford him. Quinn Hughes, nice. Nice. He could put up some huge points. That team is going to have to play very offensively because most of their players on their defensemen are not very good defensively. Peterson. I think that's who I picked. I think he's going to have the best. Yes, I agree with you, Turkey. He is going to go off this year, too. What Bill says, what the heck is Seattle? Get rid of what good players, Bill? Did something happen that I don't know about? What good players did they get rid of there? Was there some new stuff that just came up that I'm not aware of, or was it before that they got rid of good players? Evander Kane, apparently with Evander Kane, they have said that there are players on there that have not only said that they don't want him to come back, that they won't play if he comes back. I think he meant to say Ron Francis. Sorry. You will find the article. Okay, I'll look it up. I seriously, I don't think Seattle makes the playoffs next year. I know Lauren and I disagree on that. But then Lauren's a Seattle fan, so yeah, that's right. That's going to be your second team now, right, Lauren? Carolina and Seattle are your two teams. So might be a little bit skewed in your thought process. But I'm trying to think of what players they let go. I know Vince Dunn they're looking at trading, and I think that's just attitude. Vince Dunn, he really had troubles there in St. Louis. I don't think they're going to pull a Vegas now. No. I don't have Seattle making the playoffs. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, let's face it, when Vegas did what they did, If it wasn't for Fleury, there's no way they did what they did. Like, he doesn't get enough credit still for what he did for Vegas. Their defense is okay, but not for moving the puck very well. That's going to be the problem. They're going to have to play a very, very defensive system where the forwards are back heavy, hard, giving the defense easy passes to make. There won't be long stretch passes in Seattle. Larson is not good at moving the puck out of the zone. I know, I'm an Edmonton Oilers fan. I live in Alberta. I watched a lot of Edmonton. Oleksiak got better and better and better at it, but I wouldn't say he's like, he's about average. He's not bad. And then Giordano is good. Giordano's good at moving the puck out of the zone for sure. Pro Hockey Rumors. That's what I just saw. Okay. Let me refresh Pro Hockey Rumors then. Minor transactions. I don't see it. All I see is the last one was Kane, Saros, and Peterson. Let me refresh this again. The heck? I don't see anything on there. Well, he's not going anywhere. Nobody's going to take him. He may not even hit the ice. They may tell him he has to stay home. I don't know. They might have to buy him out. That would be devastating for that organization if they bought him out. $151 points. Yeah, I have him doing over 150 points. I wouldn't even be surprised if McDavid gets 160 points next year, to tell you the honest truth. No, I don't think Kane's going anywhere either, Whitechel. I just can't see anybody taking a chance on him at all. Like, why would you? You got when his own teammates are already saying that they won't play if he comes back. Like, are you going to take an attitude like that? No way. No way. Yeah, I definitely think he gets 160 points. Okay, what are we doing? We got to keep on doing this. Cancel. We did Vancouver. Did everybody do one for Vancouver? Franz Nielsen to Arizona, yeah. They don't have a ton of cap space now, actually. I was surprised to see that. They're still not out of that. Man, Shaka did a number on that organization. Holy crap. That organization is screwed. So I'll go down the list here a little better now. Edmonton Oilers. Since we're doing Canadian teams, what the heck? Oh my gosh, here we go again. The stream's going to end. Oh, there we go. No, it's not. Edmonton Oilers. That's a tough one. I had a tough one with that one. Mine's surprising. Mine, I pretty much did it more for his career. Like, who's going to be the breakout player for the Edmonton Oilers? I did Edmonton first. We'll do the Canes after that one. Ron Francis traded Curtis McDermott. Yeah, that doesn't really do much. Curtis McDermott's borderline NHLer, so he's just there for muscle. Yeah, I guess you could have said McDavid. That's not who I picked, but yeah, I mean, every year could be a breakout for McDavid. I don't know, who knows what that guy can do. Anytime you say, oh, he can do this, he beats it. So McDavid, yeah, I should have probably picked McDavid as a breakout player. Who did I pick? Oh, I picked Puljujärvi. I think Puljujärvi's going to have a great year this year. Last year was his first year back from Europe, and it was COVID and all that stuff like that, and I thought he handled it extremely well. I think this will be a big year for him. But McDavid probably will be beyond that. But then he was already on a 50-point pace last year, so in order for him to have his best career year, he's going to even have to do more than that. So next up the Canes. Okay, we'll do the Canes. What did I have for the Hurricanes? Okay, what do you got for the Hurricanes? Yeah, both of them, all of the Draisaitl, McDavid, they can always get better every single year. That, especially with how young they are, for sure. Draisaitl might just knock it right out of the park. He's gonna be playing center on his own line though. But I mean, just the power play points alone. Max Warner, what's that? What's that, Max? Aho crushes it even more than ever could be. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Marty Necas, there you go. I had a tie between Marty Necas and, but I like Aho too. I never even thought about that. He's so good, but he could win his Selke this year. He could get, point a game and win the Selke. Sebastian Aho, yeah, that's for sure. Sebastian Aho, a lot of Aho guys out there, for sure. He could certainly just crush it. I like Svechnikov. I think Svechnikov's going to go off this year. I like Necas or Svechnikov was my tie. Seth Jarvis could come in right away and just crush it too. Absolutely, no doubt about it. That guy's got some sick skill. Put up big points in the AHL last year. He's gets 1 year stronger. I don't know. I think they got a deep team, but I think it's going to be all they can do to keep him off the lineup next year, even right out of training camp. Matthews or Nathan McKinnon? Zoom is cute. Okay, thanks for coming in, buddy. Blades, hi, how you doing? Who's better, Matthews or Nathan McKinnon? Man, that's a tough one. I think I got to go with McKinnon, but pretty close. I got a question on TikTok here. Who's better, Matthews or McKinnon? Matthews has got the best shot in the league right now, besides me. Yeah, no. Best shot in the league. So McKinnon, I think McKinnon doesn't have a better overall game. What is it? He could do more. What is it with McKinnon? He's bullish. He's He can hold the puck a little better than Matthews. He's more. I think he's got a little better of a possession game than Matthews. But I mean, you're splitting hairs here. They're almost. It's almost even. Even. Hopefully, we're still there. Zoom is cute. Shoot, I missed that question and you took off on me. If he had a 100-point season, he would be legendary. I mean, that's superhero type stuff for the defense he plays. Yeah, it's really tough. Like, it's pretty much a coin flip there as far as I'm concerned. I think a lot of people will have their McKinnon supporters and a lot of people will have their Matthews supporters. It's just sort of like, what do you like? But his shot, McKinnon can't touch his shot. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that. Will he make Connor Zary make the NHL this year? That would be interesting. Could. So what did everybody do Carolina? It was all Aho pretty much in Svechnikov, right? So throw another one out there, guys. And since if our rookie's still here, Turkey, you can do one. Throw another team out there that we can do. Well, let's just do Toronto because you're both here. So Toronto, who's the breakout player for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Since we have two Toronto Maple Leafs fans here. Who did I have for Toronto? Or did we do Toronto already? Yeah, I have mine. Matthews is going to break out even harder? Possibly. Like all of those guys. I have two, actually, but one kind of scares me, although he should definitely go off, I would say. Like higher than he has before. Yeah, I knew Whitechel said Sandin before. That's right. Sandin. I hope for Toronto's sake he better. There could be a lot of reasons for that, Lauren. The question on TikTok, if you're listening, if you're watching there, is why would the Canadian Olympic team choose DeBoer as assistant over Brind'Amour? Maybe Brind'Amour didn't want to. He maybe wanted to be with his family instead, or, you know, there's lots of reasons for that. I can't say. Jake Muzzin has a career year this year. Really? Wow. That's saying a lot for an older guy like that. That would be pretty cool. I think Nylander goes off, or Bunting. I think Bunting could be just like crazy good, and then forget all about Hyman. Well, I don't think you'll forget all about Hyman, but that's a possibility. A little bit risky, but Nylander, I think, is going to keep on getting better every year. No, he's still only 21 years old, Whitechel. Sandin is only 21 years old. I don't think he's going to get traded because he doesn't play well this year. Yeah, I don't know. There could be a lot of reasons for the reason why they picked who they picked. Availability. I mean, you don't know. Brind'Amour could be going to a wedding or something during the Olympics. You know, like you don't know. Anyways, it's doggy time. We'll be back in a bit. We'll finish up. We'll keep on doing these who's going to break out. It's been fun. See you in a bit. 3 minutes.
Greetings. This is Steel Flyers from the Steel Flyers All Sports Network, and we have two very special guests. We are delighted to be joined by Tracy Musser and Nicole Howard from the Canine Country Club Resorts. Tracy and Nicole are both managers for CCC Resorts and work at the Windsor or at the club, one of two locations both in Manheim, Pennsylvania. Congratulations on your 30th year anniversary of being in business. Let me start off by saying this. Steel Flyer stands behind this company 100%. Taking care of Steel Flyer's furry friend for the last 2 years now, and they are a one-stop shop for everything your furry friend needs. In fact, let's find out what our friends at CCC Resorts offer. Nicole, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. What are some of the great boarding services that you guys offer, and what do we have to do in order to get our furry friends taken care of when we are unable to travel with them?
Well, we like to bring everybody in for a tour first. That way they can see the behind the scenes, they can see where they stay, they can see where they play, and then we explain all of the fun things that we can add on to their reservation, whether it be one of our packages, either a nature walk, a ball time, or even a cuddle time.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Boy, it sure sounds like a resort to me. So how are you today, Tracy?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Tracy, tell me, is it true that you guys have both an indoor and an outdoor pool at the Windsor location?
It is true. We've got one of each, so we're able to offer year-round swimming. The indoor pool is a great option for dogs who are swimming for therapy or rehab. It's got that sloped entry so they can wade into the water. Our outdoor pool is a little bit larger, and it's 4 foot deep the whole way across. And both of them are saltwater pools, so it's really easy on the dog's skin and coat.
Wow, that's very awesome. So then during the summer months, you have a much deeper pool outside and then a sloped entry shallow pool indoors for the dogs. Tracy, tell the folks how we can get some pool time.
Well, the first thing everyone does is come for an intro swim. We use that time to make sure the dog is comfortable in the water. We make sure they know how to get out of the pool safely, and we go over all the pool rules and etiquette with the clients as well. After that, they're able to schedule private appointments where they have the pool to themselves, or they can invite friends and have a whole group swim going on.
So after a dip in the pool, then it would have to be off to the groomers, right? I mean, our furry friends cannot go out looking their best. Nicole, what are some of the great services your top-notch groomers provide?
Our groomers, they specialize in full service grooms. We can do the basics, whether it be just a bath and a brush out or a blowout. Or for the extra pampered pooches, we can do nail dremels, we can do deodorizing soaks, and also facials.
Wow, man, that sounds like a resort if you ask me. Tracy, I know one of the main programs here at CCC Resorts is the WAGS program. The Steel Flyers dog is enrolled in this program. So why don't you tell the folks what is involved in this and how they can get enrolled?
Yeah, the WAGS program is our primary daycare option at the Windsor. It's designed to be a structured program for people who are looking for a set routine for their dog. They all come on the same days each week, which allows them to have set friends, and we know exactly what's going on with each group. So we do a little bit more activities, and we build more into their daily routine there. But we've got other daycare options as well for people looking for a little less commitment. We do an hourly care where you can drop them off and just pay by the hour. We also do a day stay option, which is great for the dogs that prefer human friends instead of making friends with other dogs. And then we have a traditional daycare option as well if you're looking for the occasional outing for your dog.
Wow, there you have it. A full service groomer, a daycare program, and an indoor and outdoor pool. What more could you ask for? Sure seems like CCC Resorts has everything covered. Remember, DOG, depend on God.
All right. Hello, everybody. We are back. Okay. Who won't be good this year? Arizona. Arizona won't be good this year, for sure. What's going on? There we go. Arizona won't be good this year. Pretty much for sure. Be terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right. What are we on to next? Did somebody pick a team? Did we already have a team lined up that we were going to do next? We did Detroit. We did Toronto. Give me another team. Let's get at her. Who we are doing, who is going to be the breakthrough player for each team? Buffalo Sabres. Okay, White Joe, we're going to do the Buffalo Sabres. Breakthrough player for the Buffalo Sabres. Wow. Oh, yeah, I got one. Okay, we'll do Arizona after Buffalo Sabres. We're going to do Arizona after Buffalo Sabres. So Buffalo Sabres, then, you guys tell me who's going to be the breakout player for the Buffalo Sabres? I got mine. Ristolainen. That would be funny, yeah. Plays on a different team now and has his breakout season. Makes sense. Sounds very Buffalo-ish. No doubt about that. Never even thought about that. That's a good one. Who's going to be the breakout player for the Buffalo Sabres, John Weichel? Lauren, I know you're out there. I know you're out there, Lauren. Anyways, mine is Darlene. I think Darlene's going to have a career year this year with Granato, a full year with Granato as a coach. I really like Granato as a coach. So, he had everybody moving pretty darn good in the second half last year. Dylan Cousins breaks out. Nice. You know, I think a lot of people will improve in Buffalo. Middlestat was looking good in the second half. Dylan Cousins could be ready. Man, he's still very, very young. I'm still kind of afraid that they're playing Dylan Cousins too soon, like they have with everybody else that they have. But Middlestat, Tage Thompson, I think they're all going to be better this year. I don't think Buffalo's going to make the playoffs or anything, of course, but. Well, okay, so that, I guess, did Lauren leave us? Lauren took off? Just came for an hour and took off on us? So where's Hockey News Reports, too? Haven't seen him for a long time. Haven't seen Serrano for a long time either. Okay, we'll go Arizona then. Arizona. Who's going to have a breakout year for Arizona? Oh, yeah, I remember who I picked. Is the only one I could see that really may have it. I mean, there's a lot of players that could. Because there's going to be a lot of players that have an opportunity to play where they've never played before. But that team is going to be absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Are they really going to not do anything more with their goaltending? They're going with Carter Hutton. Yeah, Hutton. Hutton has a career year in Arizona. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? After being like the worst goaltender in the land in Buffalo, and then goes and turns it around and has a career year in Arizona. That would be freaking awesome. I think it'll be even if he had a breakout year, he'd still suck. Yeah, absolutely. Hutton's breakout year would be like maybe the third worst goaltender in the league instead of the worst. That would be a breakout year for Hutton. And you would never notice because in Arizona his stats would be so terrible that you wouldn't even notice anyways. But I think it's going to be Yaskins they got from the KHL there. I just took him because he had like 35 goals in the K last year. So Maybe he does really well there, but looking at their roster, there's Chikrin could have a career year, but you'll never know. Lyabushkin, well, he's going to probably have his career minutes for sure. Lyabushkin's going to play more minutes than he ever played in his career, I imagine. But it's going to be pretty hard to tell if somebody it was a breakout year or not. If you take a look at that roster, who else was it? Like, it's not going to be Dvorak or anybody like that that's been on the team for a while, because all their point production, Keller, Fisher, like, oh, it's going to be ugly. It's possible that he does better now that he's out of Arizona, yeah. Vancouver better hope he does better now that he's out of Arizona, because they are in big trouble if they have another bad contract on their hands there. Drayden Hunt. Yeah. Do they have Drayden Hunt? I didn't know that they picked up Drayden Hunt. So they're still not in the bottom of the league. Well, I guess they picked up some injury guys too, right? Did they? Connor Timmins, Shane Gostisbehere, maybe. I didn't know they picked up Hunt. I don't see them picking up Hunt here, right? Or are you actually saying Dryden hurt? Yeah, I think Dmitry Askins would be the guy that I would take. Yeah, well, they got to get top three. They'll have top three for sure. There's a lot of good players next year, so they'll get a good player for sure. And they got 5 second-round picks next year, 2 firsts. So their prospect pool should start getting up here pretty fast. Then 1 more year after that, if they get Bedard, if they can get Bedard, things will start changing there. Yeah, I think Owen Tippett will. I think that they got to start looking at maybe trying to find a home for Owen Tippett, though. He's got a killer shot, and he's not getting a chance there in Florida. They've drafted so well. They picked up so many good players that it came at a bad time for Owen Tippett. He's still got to work out his overall game. How old is he now? Florida. How? He's 22. He's got a few years to go. But like right now, they have him on the 4th line. He's got to go over. He's got to at least play with Lundell and Vetrano. Hornqvist has got to play the 4th line. Yeah, after getting Duclair, maybe he can knock off Anthony Duclair and play. He's got to play in your top 6. Like, I think they're kind of wasting the talent there of Tippett playing, especially if he's playing on the 4th line. Like, have some purple always? Okay. Yeah, I did like the purple there too in Arizona. The colors in Arizona. Okay, okay, pick another team, guys. Somebody pick a team. Chicago Blackhawks. Okay. While you guys are thinking about that, I'm going to share this into my Facebook. Do you break out Connor Murphy for a breakout player? Okay, we'll do New Jersey after this. Hey, how you doing, whoever's in there? We're doing a show here. We're doing the breakout players from every NHL team. DeBrincat has a crushing year this year. Who did I pick for Chicago? Oh, okay. I got an interesting one, too. I could see DeBrincat. That would almost be like a rebound year for DeBrincat. But if he had, it'd still be a breakout if he really crushed it. What did DeBrincat, didn't he already have like a, did he almost have a 40-goal season correct me if I'm wrong. It was 23. 32-goal season in 52 games. Oh, wow. I didn't realize he scored that much last year. Holy crap. How did I miss that? So what do you figure he's going to get in 82? Like over 50 goals? You think he's going to get over 50 goals? Jonathan Toews has a rebound year. The best year of his career in Chicago? Wow. That's saying a lot. I got Kalniak. I love that guy when they played him on defense last year. I think he's coming out of college. I guess he's kind of a rookie, but I think he's going to bust out and be playing top 4 minutes right away. I think they see him doing that too. I think he'll be fine. I'm just not sure about a career year, a breakout year, but I think he's going to do very well. I think Chicago is going to be a lot better. I'm leaning that Chicago makes the playoffs next year because that goalie tandem for one. Better defense, although I'm a little skeptical about Jones. Yeah, I don't think Kane's going to have a career year, but he's going to have a stupid, like always, like how are you doing this at this age here, for sure. And he's going to be poor defensively, as he always has been. But I had Kalniak. Watch out for that kid. He's going to play crazy next year. No, so the next one we got is New Jersey Devils. Did we do the New Jersey Devils? No. What did I do with my pen? New Jersey Devils are next. Hi, everybody that's in there. We're doing a show on my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Right now, we're doing the biggest breakout players from every team. We're doing the New Jersey Devils. You can pick a team if you want, and we'll do that. Oh, I know who my New Jersey. Oh, breakout player. Breakout player. What did I have for New Jersey? I have it written down here. Oh yeah, okay. Hamilton's gonna have a breakout year. Oh, you're gonna make Lauren sad by saying that, Rachel. So yeah, pick a team. Blackwood breakout. Yeah, you could call that a breakout. You can almost say he had it last year, but he got injured. Yeah, I think Blackwood's going to be silly, but the thing with Blackwood is he's going to be pushed a lot by Bernier. I do too, Lauren. You guys, we're on the same page. I think Hughes is going to be insane next year. I'm with you on that too. Breakout year for Hughes. You could pick Heischer. You could pick Kaukkonen. You could pick Sharon Govich, although you could say that he already had it. I mean, there's lots of players on New Jersey. That's the thing that is kind of scary about New Jersey. They could just go off next year. Tough division, but there's a possibility that all these players take a step up next year, and somebody that you don't think that was going to miss the playoffs is on the outside looking in. That is going to be one of the most interesting divisions to see who's going to make the playoffs. I think Washington Capitals are going to miss it next year. It just is so tight that I could easily see Washington not making it next year. If Hughes does have the breakout season like we're thinking, yeah, I know a lot of people talk smack about Lindy Ruff, and I don't understand why. He is, to me, Lindy Ruff. He's a great coach. I've been saying it ever since they hired him. I like that hiring of Lindy Ruff. I don't know where he got that reputation, but all right, let's do another team. We were on the same page there with Hughes. Do you want me to pick one now? Let me pick an interesting one. So we got New Jersey off. Or you guys can pick one. Doesn't matter. Devils are off. Canucks are off. Nashville. Okay, we'll do Nashville and then Colorado. Nashville Predators. Okay, who's the breakout player for the Nashville Predators out there? Hi to whoever's in there. Breakout player for the Nashville Predators. That's a tough one, I find. Yeah, that was my first instinct to go with Toivonen too. Merce. I went a little different though. I might have been taking this player a little early, but Nashville is so good at developing defensemen. Askarov won't be playing this year. One more year, I think. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 more years before Askarov can play. That's going to be a weird situation, and Saros is working out a contract right now too. And he wants a long-term contract, and the Predators are not really looking at a long-term contract and wonder why. If Askarov comes in. Anyways, my pick for Nashville was Myers. I think they picked up Myers on from Philadelphia. Josie once again. Yeah. I would say you could win another Norris next year, but I don't think Nashville's going to make the playoffs. So, although that's already been, there's precedent now, right? Because the Rangers didn't make the playoffs and Fox won the Norris. So, I think, what did I say? I said Myers because they're just so good at developing defensemen. I think he's pretty much already developed. I think they'll work with Myers and he'll have a great year next year. That was my guy. But my first instinct was Toivonen. Because Tolvanen, it's Tolvanen, right? He had a good year last year. They've been prepping him for quite a long time now. So that was my first instinct. All right, Colorado Avalanche. Okay, I have a surprising one here. It might not be surprising. In fact, I wouldn't doubt if you guys pick them too. For the Colorado Avalanche. McKinnon has a career year next year? Could be. Never even thought about that. Why wouldn't I think he'd have a much better year? Yeah, it's McKinnon. I mean, that's a good one. Breakout year. I guess considering what he's already done, it's hard to say that, a breakout year is coming for McKinnon, but Darcy Kemper was one I thought about too. I thought about taking Darcy Kemper as well. Because the thing is, though, my thinking was that he's already had his breakout year. It's just nobody noticed because he was in Arizona. But on the other way you can look at it is this will be the time when Kemper gets noticed finally for what he does, which would make it a breakout season if you want to look at it that way, I guess. But I don't know if do we still have what's his name here? I can't see him. I have Makar. I think Makar. I know, and he had almost like a point a game last year, and he was in Norris candidate. But I think Makar's just going to do stupid stuff next year. Ridiculous things. Possibly even MVP stuff. If it wasn't for McDavid, of course. But crazy. Why do they have two Makars now? Did they get his brother or something like that? I didn't even know about that. Maybe I did, but I completely forgot. Oh, they have both brothers? Yeah, I think I remember that, actually. Smart move. Bring in the brother to make the other brother happy. Always helps. Okay, let's drop another team. We got a half hour here. Hey, buddies, we're on TikTok. We have as many people on TikTok as we do on YouTube right now. We are doing, if you're new to we are doing NHL. We're every team and who the bounce back player, or not bounce back, but breakout player for every team is going to be. Factor Cap, welcome to the live. So you can pick a team there on TikTok as well. Right now we're going to be doing Philadelphia Flyers, and then we're going to do Seattle. So if you want to do a team where you have the breakout player in the NHL, let me know. You can also go over to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom on YouTube and join the Frolic as well. Philadelphia Flyers. What was my breakout for the Philadelphia Flyers? Breakout player for the Philadelphia Flyers. Oh, yeah. Gritty. Konechny. Nice one, Mercer. Yeah, he could. I mean, he's got to come back stronger than he did last year. He did not have a good year last year at all. Konechny for sure. Yep, you got it, Mercer. That's mine too. Carter Hart. I got Carter Hart. I mean, I don't even know if it's a breakout, but he has to get to be at least as good as he was, or they're just absolutely screwed. But I don't think they give him that $4 million contract for 3 years if they don't truly believe that he's did something to change himself up. The only thing I heard about the whole thing was that from AV, who said that he's got to work harder, which means he probably has conditioning issues and stuff like that. Everything just came easy for Carter Hart for so long that I don't think he realized what it like. He wasn't doing the things you need to be an NHLer. So I imagine they had a list of things for him to do in this offseason to. What? Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, that was the Penguins. Yeah, that was like a late fire there for the Pittsburgh Penguins. That was a late fire for the Pittsburgh Penguins. That goaltending coach for the Pittsburgh Penguins was the goaltending coach for Murray and Jari. So, yeah. I guess he would have been the goaltending coach for Fleury too. But yeah, when you're the goaltending coach and you have two goaltenders that turn out like Murray and Jari, probably time to go. Yeah, it's a risk, but I don't think they had a choice. They got to put. Now, anyways, what I was thinking is he must be doing everything that they said that they must be watching him, and he must be doing everything that they said that he would do in the off season here. That's the reason why they gave him that contract. Seattle. Lauren wants to do Seattle. Okay. So Seattle Kraken, breakthrough player for the Seattle Kraken. That's a tough one. There should be more. I mean, I guess a lot of them have a great opportunity to be a breakthrough player there. Because, yeah, that. I had him or somebody else, but Appleton seems like a really good one for sure. Grubauer, the biggest year he's ever had. Wow. Well, that would be great for Seattle. Maybe they can make the playoffs if he did that. I wouldn't have been my pick, but that would be something else there. I got Gord. I think after he comes back from injury, this is the first time he's ever been a true, like he's had those kind of minutes as a center. And he put up so many great points in Tampa Bay, playing lower in the lineup. I got him, but Appleton was so close. It was like pretty much on the fence between Appleton and Gord. I was totally on the fence between the two. All right, another team. I think we lost Weichel. That would be something. I imagine they're going to play a very defensive system based on their team. So he could end up having some pretty damn good numbers just for that alone. Calgary. Who the heck did I have for Calgary? Oh, yeah. Okay. I got who I got for Calgary. Oh, you've been on, whoever's on TikTok there, you've been on for a while. We're doing breakout players for every NHL team. You can, if you're a TikTok, you can pick a team that you want to do, and we'll do the breakout player. We think the team that is going to have a breakout player, or the breakout player from that team for next year. Lindholm, best year of his career. That's possible. I mean, he had a chance. I think Gaudreau is going to have get back to where he was for Lindholm to be able to do that. But I love Lindholm. I don't know. I think he's kind of at his max. But maybe not. Maybe he's got some upside in there. Jeez. Tkachuk has a career year. That would be over a point a game for Tkachuk. Possibly because they got they got some players. They're trying to fill it so he doesn't have to do all the heavy lifting all the time and he can just focus on his offense. That was kind of what Coleman's all about. Like, he doesn't have to be the yappy guy all the time. He doesn't have to be the shift disturber as much. And I think the logic is that he'll focus more on his offense then and be able to have more energy for that. In which case he could. I love the Tkachuks. I had Valimaki. I think Valimaki, he had a tough year last year, some injuries and stuff like that. And before all that, I thought he had number one potential to be a top two pairing defenseman. And now he's going to have every opportunity to do so. He'll definitely beat out Zadorov. But also Rasmus Anderson too. Both of them got a huge opportunity here, and they could both embrace it and have massive, massive years. Welcome people that are in the chat. We're doing for TikTok. We're doing breakout players for every NHL team. Pick your team in the comment section there if you want, and we'll do it for you. We just did Calgary, and now we're going to go off to another one. So you can pick one, or they can pick one. Somebody pick a team, and we'll do it. I got to scratch these off. I got to make sure I'm scratching these off. Or you can comment anything else you want out there. We're not going to get to all of them today for sure. Oh, I did. Blackhawks. We did Red Wings, right? Yeah. We did Sabres. Haven't been scratching them off. Throw me another one. Islanders. Okay, that one was tough. No, it wasn't. It was between two players. It was between two players. Okay, Islanders and then the Panthers. Sounds good. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to share this out. You think Barzal is going to have a breakout year? I think Barzal will have a breakout year if they get somebody with some more creativity on their team. If, like they were trying to get Tarasenko, which, I mean, that only applies if he's healthy enough to do so. But otherwise, I think he stays almost stagnant, maybe a little better. But, I mean, he's got a tough. I guess maybe you're thinking with Lee on there, he might have a better chance. But I think he really needs some, like a Teravainen would be great. Somebody like that. They need somebody that you can create with out there. And the Islanders generally don't value that type of player too much. So I don't. Pajot, yeah. Pajot just getting better and better. I had Wahlstrom. I think Wahlstrom's going to have his breakout year this year. You can make a case for Dobson too. Dobson or Wahlstrom were my two picks. But I think the rest of the Islanders almost just stay where they are. Like, that's the way they are. I don't know. What was that after that? We're going to do Florida? The Florida Panthers. I got a good one there. The Florida Panthers. Breakout player for the Florida Panthers. Bobrovsky. Oh, God. That would be something. Imagine if Bobrovsky did do that, though. Went back to what he was doing before, and they have Bobrovsky and Spencer Knight at the same time. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think Bobrovsky's ever going to be like he was before. That contract is a disaster for them. It's too bad. They could, if they didn't have Bobrovsky and they could put that money into other things, they could be a cup contending team for sure. Why do I keep on forgetting? Who do you got, Lauren? Why do I keep on forgetting? Oh, yeah. You think Suberto is going to even break up even more? Wow. Yeah, I mean, he's already been like a 100-point guy. He could. I think it's going to be Reinhardt. Suberto too. Wow. I think Reinhardt's going to just absolutely go off next year. Reinhardt with a good team with an energy like that, like the second half in Buffalo, he was just scoring left, right, and center. The only thing is Bennett so badly wants to play center. I don't know. I'd rather see him play center, but even still, I think Reinhardt's going to have a massive year next year. Just imagine coming out of that Buffalo, like, it's like you're coming out of the fog, like out of like the depression, blackness of goo that is, and then you just wake up to this. It's Florida, woo, cup. Like, people are happy when they go to the rink. Does that happen? Really? Wow, I didn't know that happened. Holy crap, this is crazy. I just think that energy that it's like having if you haven't ate for like 3 weeks and somebody gives you a cracker, like Eddie Murphy used to say, you'd be like, is that a cracker? What is that? That's amazing. Is that a cracker? Is that a cracker? Oh, I love it. This is the best cracker I ever had in my life. I think he's going to be like that. It'll be such a huge boost to be out of Buffalo and out of all that. I think he's going to be insane next year. I still can't believe they got him for that, how cheap they did. Crazy. I can only imagine that it was one of the few teams he was going to sign in. That's the reason why they got him so cheap. Anyways, let's go with another one. San Jose, oh my gosh. That's, yeah. What do you say? I know you're going to say Kane. Yeah. I don't think Kane's going to play next year, so it's pretty hard to have a breakthrough year. Maybe a breakthrough in his life, possibly. But a breakthrough year? No. The whole team could have a breakthrough year if Kane doesn't play next year. I heard a quote that said, it was a writer or a reporter, and he said that every time that they went into the room in San Jose and Kane was there, it was like he sucked the life out of the room. I guess the guy is just a miserable a-hole. He's just a miserable jerk. Meyer? Yeah, I almost picked Meyer too. Who did I pick? But I guess he was just miserable all the time. Kane. And I suppose if you're losing $27 million on gambling bets, might be a little bit miserable. Who the heck did I pick for San Jose? I can't find San Jose this week. Oh, yeah. Bruce Cassidy is... After signing Martinez, they're going to go there and get Martinez now? Who the heck is he looking to trade? DeBrusque? Why would they do that? I don't see how that makes much sense. Bill, who are you hearing that from? Oh, really? Yeah, Voracek of Philadelphia, yeah. But apparently he's not miserable, actually. He just looks like it on the ice, and when he's in the like talking to reporters, but off the ice he's not like that at all. But apparently Kane is miserable everywhere he goes. He's just a miserable a-hole everywhere he goes. And he's like, he thinks everything, he's a prima donna jerk. Everybody owes him something, and yeah, he's just terrible. But I had Hill. I took Hill because Nabokov is like a goalie whisperer, which is really bad for Philadelphia considering Jones. He's supposed to be like the goalie whisperer, Nabokov. He's their goaltender coach now. And he couldn't get Jones going. So, and Philadelphia signs him for $2 million. Anyways, I took him because, first of all, there wasn't really anybody to take besides maybe Ferraro, and that might be the best he'll ever be after last year. But I just think Nabokov maybe gets a hold of Hill and he has a major year. I imagine also they went after him because Nabokov said, I can turn that guy into a number one. So I took Hill. I took Aiden Hill, goaltender for San Jose Sharks. Did we lose Lorne? What? Boston will give them most of their draft picks for the next 2 years for Martinez. Where are you getting this from, Bill? Hey, Lauren, how are you good? No, he didn't leave. Cam Neely's mouth. Where are you seeing this? Gosh, I don't know where you're amazing, Bill, how you come up with this stuff. I'm reading now that, okay, Sweeney says he dropped the ball. Bruins organization potentially made a mistake at the 2015 draft when they selected Zboril, DeBrusk, and Senyshyn. Yes. Okay, I thought I found something on it here, but where did you hear that from? That is weird. Okay. I'm not finding anything out there. If I could have a link, that would be cool. Shut this down. Yeah, I don't know. I find that, I mean, it kind of makes sense in a way. Like Boston, nah, I don't think they're going to throw a ton of their draft picks away for that. They're not going to go all. I can't see Sweeney going all in that much. I just can't see it. I don't mind rumors. I think rumors are fine. Like you can read in between the lines and think about it and look at it logically. You know, like see where maybe it's coming from. But like it depends on what kind of, like all of their draft picks, like they're going to give them their 2 first round. That would be like their last hurrah, I guess. But I just, because getting Martinez would certainly put them in contention for sure. But the thing is, it doesn't solve, unless they really don't believe they have a second line center issue there. Because I personally think they're making a mistake if they don't think they have a second line center issue. I think they very much have a second line center issue there. What? Martinez is a defenseman. You can't be talking about Martinez. Martinez is a defenseman. He's not a center. You must be. You would have to be talking about Carlson, maybe. And I don't think they're going to get a center out of Vegas. Because Vegas needs centers pretty hardcore. Like, I don't think there's enough draft picks. Because Vegas doesn't really care about their future. Obviously. They haven't made moves that show that they care about their future for quite some time now. So, yeah, so that can't be it, but Carlson, Carlson. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'd be a perfect guy for them, but like I said, I just can't see them. I don't think you can give up enough draft picks. It's that important for Vegas. Like they just don't look long. They're not looking long term at all. They want to win right now. You could offer their 2 first round draft picks for the next 2 years, and Vegas would turn that down because they're just not looking to worry about tomorrow. Martinez would be great. Yeah, absolutely. I just find it hard to believe they would sign Martinez and then trade him. Even, I think I think they might have offered whatever they offered, but Vegas is going to turn down whatever they offer almost. As far as picks are concerned, they'd have to be offering players that for now. Did they give Bergie a new contract? They got it now? It's finalized? Or did I miss that, or did it just happen? I didn't know they actually gave Bergie the contract yet. I knew they were in discussions, but I don't remember. Let me look that up. No, they haven't given it to him yet. They're working on a deal for him, but I didn't hear anything about. They're working on a deal for him, but I didn't hear. Hey, Danny, how you doing, bud? I was gonna just head out, but I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more, Danny, since you're here. As it turns out, yeah, you're right about the KHL thing. So, Kaprizov really doesn't have much leverage at all, except for just holding out. But I'll go a little longer because we haven't really had too many people in the stream today, and I'm happy to see anybody new popping in. So. What did you want to talk about? So yeah, you were right about the Kaprizov deal. I'm thinking it's going to be like 5 years, 9 million something. See you later, Lauren. Yeah, it's highly unlikely place for anybody else but the Bruins. I heard what Sweeney said was, as they're working on the deal, what Sweeney said was that he can stay for as long as he wants. So he's not going anywhere. Yeah, but it's not just that. It's the Russian media can lie, but it just doesn't make any sense that Kaprizov is going to sign that contract or sign a contract in the KHL. I don't buy it. They tried, but yeah, I don't buy it. Oh, are they? I didn't know that. You know what? I think I gotta go. Thanks for coming, Denny. I gotta get ready to go pick up the little lady though. Tomorrow night, 5:30 to or 7:30 to 9:30. We get a lot of people in for that one, so I'd like to see you there. Thanks for coming in, Denny. Sorry I gotta go on you. Have a great day, everybody. Okay, bye.